Hi, welcome back to Nat Scraps. My name's Natalie Pekonica and I'm a Close to My Heart maker. Today I have another video in my subscription box series. That's where I take the subscription box projects and change them up a little bit. Today is the June box with project number 1, and I'll just show you that project in the form that it's meant to be, which is really quite cool in itself. There's a quick little look at the second project for the month. I'm going to start by cutting apart all the pieces that I need for the project 1. They actually have them on the sheets, what's project 1 and what's project 2. So I'm going to take all project 2 pieces and pop them aside and leave them till later. You get the 2 base pages that you can see there that I'm laying out, and there's cutting up pieces, die cuts, and then that sticker sheet. I'm cutting the 2 sticker strips to start off with apart and then deciding what I'm going to do. Now, I had not grabbed photos before I took this out of the kit. I hadn't even looked at what was in this one, so I ducked off and found some photos that I thought was suitable, and I've popped those there. Now, I had these in 6x4 as well as these 3x4s, and I found these work perfectly. When you've got such a lot of photos in a series, then running them down the sides really works well. These photos I chose because the colours, the blues, the greens, and that pops of yellow that are in these photos, I thought suited what was in this kit. I'm moving things around here and getting them exactly where I'd like, and then I'm having another little look at that sticker sheet, and it's got the numbers 1 to 8. Now, I actually have 10 photos. I was a little bit hung up on that for a little while, but I did get over it. I'm matting the photos on black, and in the end I really didn't need to do this. I could have just put a little slither of black over the edge on either side, but what is done is done. So at that stage I really wasn't quite sure where I was heading with the layout. So I mat those up, and then I'm going to adhere them to the sides with the sticker sheets running down on the outside edge. Now, I did turn my layout base pages around, and what was meant to be on the inside is on the outside of each piece. So that was a little bit of a change. That's why you see just a few journaling lines off on the left-hand side. I trimmed that photo down so it was a closer size to the one that I'm popping up on the right-hand page, and bringing in those little text boxes. The photos are actually taken in Bali on the Lazy River, and my daughter, when we were there several years ago now, wanted to go around and around on the Lazy River several thousands of times. This is at Waterbond Park, and I know a lot of people would have been to Waterbond Park and had the pleasure of the Lazy River there. I'm putting those numbers onto leftover bit of that sticker sheet where I've taken the borders off. Oh, that one went on the other side, on the wrong side. I had to peel it back off, just so I can put them where I think I would like them until I'm ready to put them on. Now, we've skipped forward several hours, so in the meantime I'd been busy on the Cricut, and I designed these waves and my title, which is going to say Lazy River. So I'm getting everything in line here. I've used a bit of transfer tape because it's a little bit hard to tell on the video, but each one of those words is actually made up of like maybe 4 or 5 different little pieces, and that's why I needed the little bit of a wave going through the middle so that it didn't look quite so broken up and floating around on its own without something holding it onto the page. So I've popped both of those on, and now I'm going to mat those two photos that are more the focal photos, I guess, than the other ones. I mat them on the blue and just a scrap of what I've cut the title out, and then I also grab a little bit of green. Now this blue and green isn't in the kit, it's something that I have added, and I just make it a very thin border of green, but I just wanted to bring in a little bit more of the colours that are in those little text boxes, and I try to bring in a little bit of yellow as well at the end. I use a bit of foam tape and mount those two photos up and pop in those text boxes as I had them before. Just if you do the subscription box, I would love to see what you do. Do you change it up? Do you keep it the same? If you have got the subscription box and you would like to share, feel free to pop over to my Facebook page and share it there. The page is in the descriptions below, and also my web store, and what else is in there? Other links to other videos and things like that are all down in there. I'm working really hard at trying to provide at least one video a week, and the more you guys like and subscribe, the more I will actually do. There's a little plug. Now I did go to cut a border on that vest. I was thinking I was going to put a mat of yellow around it, and decided against it at the last second. I'm adding the stars from the sticker sheet and popping them about. This one I can't even decide where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it down 3 or 4 times and keep moving it around. I'm sure we all understand that feeling of not quite just getting it in the right spot. And now I've grabbed some acrylic shapes, some stars. These are also from my stash and aren't in the kit, and I'm adding them, just splattering them around. So I really am just fuzzing things up now, adding bits and pieces here and there. I've glued them down off camera, and now I'm going to add those tags to the different spots. Some of them I cut down, and some of them I move around a little bit and use the other bits and pieces of them in other spots as well. I go in with the black marker and I mark around the corners, just on the edge of that lettering, and then I decide I really don't like it, so I go back in with the white and I actually cover it up with the white gel pen. Now I am amazed the white gel pen actually covered up that black really, really well. I expected it to look all murky and terrible, and I was thinking I absolutely ruined the layout and there was no chance that I was going to be able to redeem it, but it actually worked amazing. So I've done that. I'm just doing a little bit more fussing. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm gluing those on. I thought I'd already glued those on. Sorry guys. I pop out some VIP acrylic shapes. These are the ones that were the VIP special back a month or 2 ago. And I pull out a few of those yellow ones. There's 2 yellow arrows, a couple of hearts and a star I think I pull out in the end, and that's just adding a little bit more yellow to the page. I'm adding some loose sequins, I think they're Bluebell ones, and I believe I might have got these on the last special, the sale that was on, and that's just splattered them around and glued them on. These chevrons I move a few times. They're on the sticker sheet as well, and I was trying to use as much of that sticker sheet and the elements that were in the kit as I can. So I put them in a few different spots and end up settling on them in the top left hand corner and bottom right. Off camera I did do a couple other things. You'll see I did a bit of splattering on there, and I also went around the outside of the title with a black pen, which just brought out that title a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you do like these videos, consider subscribing and liking them. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for spending this time with me. Have a great day, guys. Bye.